welcome back to my channel. Today I'm bringing you a new kind of video. Today I'm doing an update video, and this is what I'm going to be doing every now and then when I'm working on a wildlife piece. I want to do a mid-wildlife piece update. The piece I have been working on at the moment is a honeybee. I've done a few time-lapse videos of this guy so far, so some of you may have seen where I'm up to at the moment. But I just wanted to show you and update you on some of the things that I've used, pencils and supplies that I've used on this piece so far. So this is what we have at the moment. We have this lovely little bee. I've actually finished the whole of the bee at the moment, and I just have all of the flowers to do on this side here. I've really enjoyed working on this piece. It's so different working on an insect as opposed to something fluffy. I have a fox wildlife piece in progress at the moment. The fox is kind of the same as a pet portrait, whereas this bee, it's used a few different techniques and I've used a few different tools on this, so I've really enjoyed this. Hasn't really been that challenging as so much, it's just been really enjoyable and lovely to work on this. Every time I work on this bee, it's so peaceful and the time just flies. As always, I've used my Fabriano Artistico paper with this guy, my favourite kind of paper to use. And the pencils that I've used are all of the ones that I have in my studio. I've used my Faber-Castell Polychromos, I've used my Caran d'Ache Luminance and my Caran d'Ache Pablo pencils on this guy. I've mainly used a mixture of browns, like ochre colours, and a few oranges out of the Luminance. The colours that I've used have been what I usually use in a normal pet portrait. As far as tools go, which I've used on this piece, I have used quite a bit of my embossing tool. I've used a very, very fine point on my embossing tool to get some of the fine hairs around his legs and underneath his belly. And I've also used a new tool which I have, which is a Posca chalk marker thingy. Like, it's a really thick white fluidy marker. If you've heard of Posca ones, you'll know what I mean. If not, I'll put a link to what it is below so you can check it out for yourself. So I've used a little Posca marker. I've used that on some of the wings and a few of the really light details of the legs. And I've also used a white gel pen on this for the same areas. Found that the white gel pen didn't quite cover as much as I'd like. It was a little bit transparent, so I had to try and find something else to really bring those white bits to the surface. I could have just left the paper white, which I usually do, but I wanted to try a few different techniques on this piece to see how they would come out. So it's a bit experimental, but the experimental parts, thankfully, I've pulled them off and it's come out really, really well. So all I have left to do on this piece now are the flowers, and the flowers are a nice lilac-y blue colour, and then of course you've got all of the buds and all of that green bit, which will require a bit more of my embossing tool and the Posca marker. I get to use a few bright colours. I get to use my purples and my blues, and of course I get to use some really, really bright light greens, so I'm really excited about that part. And of course I will continue filming the entire progress of this bee, so there'll be a further time-lapse part, and then you'll get to see the finished piece in a time-lapse there. But I just thought I'd do a little bit of an update to see if this kind of video would be of interest to anybody, just to explain what I've been doing, what tools I've used, paper, pencils, everything that I've used and where I've got to so far. So hopefully you found this a little bit useful, and I will most likely see you in another update video of my fox piece. So until then, I will see you next time, guys. Bye!